so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Patriots take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught by Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And Singletary has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
60 outlaw.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the grab by Croft. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Sony Michel, his first carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are, what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is what I come from.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Allen going to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He finds Beckham complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. His side, they've got the lead. But I think, he's not happy with how he's played. That's the bottom line. How many adjustments need to be made when, bottom line, you're winning?
Yeah, you're just trying to play better for yourself, because if you do, then you've got a chance to increase your lead, and your team will play better. Look, when you fight your internal battle as a quarterback and you're not playing as well as you want to, just fall back on the old cliche. There's no I in team, but there's definitely one in win.
Get that, Davis, yeah, no I in team, but he'll see if he can pick himself up a little bit here on this drive. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's out to his running back, Michel. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Allen to throw once more. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And John Brown's got it complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To the air, Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. They'll check this one down to Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So we have reached. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where you just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Watch switch. Watch switch. X3. 218. Chop. 5. Go.
Back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They're going to look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team.
Go, let's go. Let's go. Set. 60-yard.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, foxtrot, shoot.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now Gordon on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here's second and 8. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
Go, go. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Nifty running by Beckham. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, You like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays and get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
On 2nd and 2, Allen, and the grab by Croft. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks, but you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Pats, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home